Hello everybody, welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews. Jason here bringing you today's video. So real fast, I don't want to make this too long for an intro, so I'm going to try and compress it. Thank you very much to our fans. Thank you very much to our patrons. Don't forget to check the links down below for links to today's book, any other applicable links. And don't forget to check the end of the videos for details on our contests. I'm going to be running a contest on the main channel, and I'm going to have a couple of contests on the Patreon, so don't forget to check that as well. Got a bunch of signed books and stuff that I want to give away. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into today's video. Don't forget to check those links down below, guys. Got more information down there. Catch you soon. So for today's video, I want to talk about one of my favorite authors. I've talked about him many times before. I'm going to talk about Drew Hayes and Villains and Vignettes. This is I don't want to call it a short story book because it only has 4 stories in it, if I recall. So more like a novellas book. It's set in his Heroes Code universe. I have to admit, I am dying for another superpowers book or some sort of extension within that universe. Those characters were amazing, but his Heroes Code is pretty awesome too. It's pretty awesome, and he's already had a couple books come out in it, and this one is just, again, novellas, but he does mention in either forward, afterward, something along those lines, that these stories will connect to the universe and to further books. I don't know if it's the next book or just further planned books within the series, but it is awesome. And it has a little bit of everything in a way. We've got a few holiday-themed novellas. We've got one set during Halloween, and a uber powerful, almost god level type of super. Someone so powerful that when they transform this town for Halloween, nobody even attempts to stop it. They mostly just try to keep people out of it for their own safety. Although there are certain events and there are rewards to be won within this town. And this story does not deal with Ivan, but it does deal with Tori. Tori is one of the main characters, and most of the other ancillary characters around her. It's pretty cool. Answers a few questions about a few things. We learn a little bit more about certain people, certain characters, certain powers. Some of them gain some power boosts and gain a few other little bonus things. We also have a story that's sort of that's basically a fantasy-esque in a way, kind of almost isekai type of book, and this one revolves around Ivan. Now, the thing that we have to remember is, while this might be a superhero genre book, there is magic within it. There are characters that are magic based, and of course, you know, there's probably some of the uber brain, uber thinkers of the universe that are trying to figure out that our positive magic is science and are just trying to figure out the science of it, and that could be, who knows. But there is definitely magic within this universe. Some of these superpowered beings, especially some of the villains, are most definitely magic based. In fact, the case could be made that all of them are magic based, that all of their abilities are magic. But this one deals with Ivan, and remember that he is a magic based character. The way he puts it, he ate a god. So for all intents and purposes, he is basically a walking god. He's a demigod for the most part, and probably the second most powerful person on planet Earth. This time around, he's not on planet Earth. He gets sort of isekai'd by a magic spell out to another planet. Now, it does turn out from conversations that he has that this is not the first time he's been on this planet, and he's been summoned to help with something. Basically, the isekai fantasy, the spell of summoning a great champion, summoning a great hero to help. Now, typically those heroes are bound by the spell itself, almost like a geas or something, to have to do what they have been summoned for. And of course, Ivan's not having any of that. Before he even finishes the summoning, he's already shrugged that aspect of the spell off. But he's very curious, because like I said, he's been in this world before. This is not the first time that he has come here, and the focal point of the reason why he was summoned, that person that is used almost as an excuse, is someone that Ivan actually knew. And it makes him very curious, and he sort of feels like he owes a debt to this person. So he decides that he is actually going to somewhat do what he was someone to do, only do it not quite how they expected. A lot of fun, ton of fun. And what's cool about this one is I can really see this one, even though it occurs on a different world, very, very, very much shows hints of what could tie into further books. In fact, I would almost guarantee that just the last page, that last line in this one, ends up being a partial, if not major, plot point further on in another book. It could have in another book that entirely revolves around that last line or the last paragraph on that last page of that novella. Then we have a Christmas themed one, and there might have only been 3. I thought there were 4, but I can only remember 3. The Christmas themed one is very, very interesting because this time it involves both Ivan and Tori, and it involves Santa Claus and elves and guardians of Christmas and curses and more magic, and it's very, very interesting. Pretty much blows Tori's mind, which is amusing enough in and of itself. It's fun. I can't even really describe it in any other way other than it's just fun. I don't see how this one could tie into further novels other than Ivan's sort of unofficial position there, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and it continues to expand on the world and just the weirdness of the superpowers and the magic and creatures. And again, it really does seem like this superpowered type of world really is underpinned a lot by magic and magical powers and magical abilities. I guess if you guys like superhero genres, if you like Drew Hayes, you have to read Villains and Vignettes. It's an incredible amount of fun. If you haven't been reading Drew Hayes, go outside and slap yourself. Drew Hayes is a fantastic author. In multiple genres, from his Fred the Vampire Accountant to his superpowers to his Hero's Code to his 5-Minute Sherlock. Just tons of fun all the way around. Incredible author. Incredible author. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now. Welcome back. So for our contests. So for the contest here on the main channel, I'm going to be running 2 contests for this month. The contest will end at the end of April. Just email me at reviewsinten@gmail.com. Put contest in the subject line so I do not skip past it. I do get a lot of emails. And I'm actually going to be running 2 contests. Email me for the first contest. Email me your suggestions for 4 categories of books. You don't have to send me 4 suggestions. Some people don't read certain categories, and that is certainly fine. Just email me your suggestions of books that I have not reviewed. Doesn't mean I haven't read them, but that I have not reviewed in 4 genres: sci-fi, lit RPG, cultivation, and the harem lit. Of course, I'm missing fantasy, but that comes up a lot with cultivation and with lit RPG and with the harem lit, so I'm just kind of leaving that one out. And I will pick of my favorites out of that. I will pick a winner, and I have a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn, and that will be going to that winner. I do actually have a bunch of books for further contests as well, but it's a signed copy of Advent 9 by T. Alan Horn that I will send out to the winner. And the second contest going on the main channel is pick a book. Pick a book that you've read that I have not reviewed, and email me a quick little personal review. If you can talk me into reading that book, the winner of that one will receive a signed copy of J.J. Thorne's Apocalypse Assassin, right? Yeah, Apocalypse Assassin, which I've reviewed this one. I've also reviewed Advent 9. So again, put contest in the subject line, and if you're interested in maybe getting a complete set of Mickey Carre's or the Heavy Weight of It All Book 1, also signed, check out our Patreon. I've got 2 contests that will be going on there as well. Thanks everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the videos, and don't forget to email me. Bye now.